it's Nicole in Listing Haven. Today I have a Goodwill haul to share with you guys. Red tag was half off today, and then I also got 25% off the other items. So I'll go ahead and get started and show you what I ended up picking up. The first item I got is this cute little, I guess, Raggedy Ann. I'm not sure if it's a clown or Raggedy Ann, but it's this nice little vintage planter here. It is from Inarco, Japan. And I paid $3 for it. I thought it was super cute, so I didn't want to pass that up. I'm not sure if I'm going to hang on to it or resell it, but I was definitely going to pick it up. It's too cute. The next item I picked up, I actually got in a set of 4, and it's these recipe boxes here. They are metal, and I absolutely love the floral detailing on these. These were put out by a company called Syndicate, and they actually make a lot of the green vintage glassware that I collect, so that's kind of interesting. I didn't know they made recipe boxes. Now, I think I'm actually going to use these for my garden seed packets. Hopefully they fit. Sometimes they're a little bit larger than this, but I think most of them come in about this size, so fingers crossed that they fit, because I think that would be really cute. I got 25% off of this, so I got them for 75 cents a piece. And like I said, I did buy 4 of them. Now, when I went to cash out, the cashier, I guess her mother had these, and she was like super excited when she saw them, and she said, "Are there any more?" So I kind of felt bad. She obviously wanted them, but I don't know, I wanted them too, so unfortunately for her, I picked up all 4, and I'm gonna be really happy with these, but I do feel a little bit bad. So I think I'm finally done picking up the green glassware. I found 3 more taller vases this time, and I think that's going to complete the green that I need in the background of my upper shelves on the windows. So this is the first one I grabbed here. I liked how it has this kind of twist effect to it, and yeah, it's a really neat piece. I paid $1 for it because red tag was half off, and I'm glad I found all my green pieces. The next one I grabbed was the skinnier one. I don't have a lot of the green, what a single stem vase, I guess. I'm not really sure what these types are called, but this one I thought was pretty interesting. It kind of has a texture here, and then the lines that go down it kind of ribbed. And I really like this one. This one says Peace GC on the bottom of it, so I'm not sure who made that. I've never seen that on there before, but I was happy to find one of the smaller ones, and if I ever find any more of this, size in green, I might pick it up because I have quite a bit of the larger ones now. But yeah, I like this one. And the last green vase is this one here that I picked up. It has that really interesting textured detailing. I have several pieces that has the same texture, mostly on my melt glass pieces. I might have one other green with this, but I'm not quite sure. And this one was 75 cents, so I got a great deal on all my glassware. Can't remember if I said the prices on the other ones. This one wasn't marked, so they gave it to me for $1, so I would have paid 75 cents for it. And this one was half off, so $1. I think I did say that. I did find one other green glass piece that I'm putting up there, but this is actually a green blue, and it's this vintage compote bowl here. And you can see it's, turns kind of blue as it goes up here, and it's blue inside there as well. I think this is called flashed glass, or it's painted on or something. I'm not quite sure, because you can see how it kind of has some wear there. And I see a lot of pieces like this that will have the worn to it, but I've actually never came across the green blue. Usually I come across the amberina, which is the red and yellow, so I was happy to find this, and it's not too bad. This side's a little bit, coming off a little bit more than the other, but I'm not using it for food. Just, I'm gonna actually put a plant in it, so I think it's a cute little pedestal for a plant, and I was happy to pick that up. I paid $2.50 for it, and yeah, that was a great find. The next thing I picked up is this jar here for my pantry. It looks like they probably had brown sugar in it. This is a little bit of food residue in the bottom of it, but it has this really nice copper lid to it. I paid only $1 for it, and it kind of has this, I don't know, hobnail really necessarily is the word for it, but it's kind of like little ovals on it. I thought this was a really nice glass jar, and like I said, I'm going to use it in my pantry, so I'm just going to clean it up, and I think I might use it for pasta, but I'm not quite sure yet. And then I picked up this here toothbrush holder. I've never seen them come with the slot in it to put the toothpaste in, so I thought that was kind of neat, and I really like this rose pink. It kind of screams, you know, maybe 80s to me a little bit, or even, you know, a little bit more of vintage pink. So I like that, and has a little plug here to help it drain so you can clean it, you know, a little bit better, and I thought that was a nice piece for only 75 cents. So the next items that I picked up are these really cool juice glasses here. These are from Libby, and they're called Jubilee Tulip, and they're kind of in the primary colors there. I just thought they were so cute. I don't have any vintage Fire King tulip bowls, but these would look so precious with that, so if I ever come across them, these are going to be displayed with those for sure. I love this petite kind of size to it, and they're just perfect. I really like these a lot. They came in a set of 8, and I paid $2 for all 8 of them. So I did look these up, and it looked like they were selling between $3 to $4 a piece, and then I saw a set that it was a 4-piece set in box that sold for around $22. So, you know, I could definitely resell these and stand to make a good profit on it, you know, with 8 glasses at only $2 for the whole set. So that was a great deal, but I'm gonna hang on to these for a while. The next item I found is something I actually already have. It's this woodland pattern Corelle platter here. I got it for half off, so only $1. And these sell for around $7 to $14 online plus shipping. So, you know, $1 is definitely a great deal. I was not gonna pass it up. I'm not sure if I'm hanging on to this. I don't mind having to, but I might resell it if I can, you know, make like, what, $14, $15 on it. I think that's definitely a great, you know, item to pick up to resell. So I was happy to get this. So this next item I picked up, I actually remembered my grandfather had made one of these when I was a little girl, and I always thought it was a really neat piece. And I'm not sure, like you know, I thought he invented it, but then I was surprised I came across the same one, same idea of what he had made, so maybe he'd seen it somewhere actually. But it's this thing here. I paid $4.50 for it. It was marked $6. And what this is you can put your aluminum foil on here, and it has the, you know, sharp metal edges there. You hang it up on the wall. You can put your saran wrap and stuff like that. So I always thought this was really neat. You can put your paper towels here. And so I was happy to get this for only $4.50, and it kind of has nostalgia for me because, like I said, my grandfather had made one when I was a kid, and yeah, I just think it's a really neat piece. Let me know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, because I never had before, even out and about all these years, so I was surprised to come across this. The last couple items I got were actually for my husband. The first thing was a gift, and the other thing he actually had picked out, but this here I got to put in his shop, and it's old bullet shells here, and I just thought this was really neat. And this is actually a made in Maine piece. It has Maine stamped all over the back of it, and made in Maine there. So I thought this would be really nice, you know, little coat rack or whatever for out in his shop. And I paid, see, it was marked 3, so what's that, $2.25? Let's go with that for 25% off. And yeah, he really likes this. That was a great find. And like I said, he picked out this next item here, and it is a Guess Who Star Wars edition. This was my favorite game as a kid, the original one. I absolutely loved playing that game. But this one will be interesting. Now, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, even though we have a dog named Yoda, because he does kind of actually look like Yoda. He's not green, obviously. But yeah, this will be a fun little game for him and the boys to play with in a few years. And, you know, he's kind of a nerdy guy, so he was really happy to find this. And it was half off, so $1.50, so a super great deal. My kids have already opened it, and they like, you know, flapping the little white things over and seeing the pictures and trying to match them up with that or whatever. So they have their own way of playing it right now. But yeah, that was a really great find for sure. That's gonna do it for my haul today, guys. Please let me know below what your favorite item was. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.